All right, this is September 29th, 2022. Just had a 3-hour move, but I got out at 2-hour. Fuck, that sucks, man. Oh, it's breaking down like crazy. Just look at this. Fuck, I was right. Look at this big order at 360 that it wants to go get. Really curious to see what happens there because it's huge. All right, this is distracting me. Focus up. It's going to go get it. I'm really distracted right now. Okay. Anyway, all right, let's get started. Today was it was basically a deja vu of yesterday. It was a very tough day. I took a lot of trades and a lot of break-even trades. Anyway, first trade was this one right here. So in my head, first of all, let's go back in the day. Missed this whole move. Very disappointing. There was multiple entries. I could have done here, short here, stop there, boom. This candle and this candle formed. That was a good indication that we were going to go lower. Stop here, enter here. That's a great move. But yeah, anyway, it came down 2 days ago low. Through a decent amount of volume here, and then kind of bounced. I was looking for a short continuation because of this order at 360 that has been on there all morning. Anyway, so this trade was a S4 breakdown type move, although, God, this is annoying. Although it didn't really test S4 again, but the candle formation was okay. The pattern was okay. Decreasing volume on these candles. So I just got in at a new 1 minute low. And like I kind of said to myself yesterday, if I'm not feeling it, just get out, wait for it to reset up. And since it didn't, come up and test exactly S4 or this daily level, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get out and wait a little bit longer. So that was my first break-even trade. Then this one, hold on, I got a Instacart order I might take. This one's actually pretty good. 2 things of wine. Fuck, someone took it. Anyway, where was I? So this second trade, this one actually got to S4, but very similar to yesterday where I'm predicting, I'm not reacting. Like, yes, it came up here and then got below S4, and then I'm thinking, okay, it's below S4, so short it. But that just, it didn't work. And again, this was one of the ones where I was like, once it came back up, I was like, I should probably get out. Like, I'm early. But again, I didn't listen to myself, and I got stopped. I'm pretty sure my stop was 05, and it went to 07, which is unfortunate. I probably would have got out at break even once it came back under, and then didn't make and then came back up to my entry. A little unfortunate stop position there. But again, I probably should have gotten out once it didn't move. This one I wasn't too upset with because it did this whole move. Ideally, a good short could have been here, stop up here. But it was above VWAP, above S4, above this daily level, so I didn't take it. And then it got below the daily level, got below S4, did this little retest indecision candle, and I took it at the break of that. But again, similar to yesterday, this right here kind of was acting as support. So I identified that and I got out at break even once it came back up did a little bit, and then came back down, and then came back up to my stop. So I'm happy with that exit. This trade, kind of a YOLO. Yeah, kind of a YOLO. I got lucky again. So it threw this candle right here, tested S4. So at this point, it's like I'm thinking in my head, we had a large sell-off. It's tried to get below S4 multiple times. It hasn't. And then it wicks it basically to the penny on low volume. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it was high volume, bought back up. So I figured, it was this same rubber band move that I took yesterday, that it was just going to break up. So I went long, pretty bad entry, and I threw my stop, like, pretty sure right below S4. And as soon as I got in, I'm like, fuck, what did I do? And it came down. Pretty sure it came within like 2 cents of my stop and then rallied off of it, which was good. Ideally, if I'm looking for this, like, this is just chasing at this point. Wait for the pullback, right? This would have been better if I went long here, stop there. After it tested it twice and bought up, this would have been a great trade. I'm pretty sure I did the math. It would have got 3R. But anyway, this one, so yeah, I got lucky, didn't get stopped out, held it through this, which I was proud of. Continue going higher. But it couldn't get back. It couldn't trend. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It just didn't work out. Like, it should have, but it didn't. Up here, it was kind of struggling. My 2R, where was my 2R for this one? Pretty sure my 2R was 88, and it got to like 84 or something like that, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I was struggling up here. It threw decent volume and couldn't go higher. So at that point, I should have been thinking that it wasn't going to go. But I didn't. I held through this. I thought it was going to come back up. It failed. And then different support levels, but all of them kind of failed. Hindsight 2020, I probably should have got out here and then maybe looked for a short here, the stop above. That would have worked out pretty nicely. But I eventually got stopped out at break even. Bad entry, but okay with the hold. I'm okay with that. And then at this point, I'm like, I need to fucking get a trade. I just sat in this trade for like almost an hour, got nothing. So after that, it came below S4 again. This would have been a decent trade right there. I didn't take it. But I took the next one that kind of set up below. And at this point, I didn't take this one because I wanted to see it get below here first. I figured if it broke, it might not continue, so that's why I didn't take that. And then once it, confirmed it got below this previous support level, then I took it at a new 1 minute low. It kind of went down and then immediately bought back up. So, it's not the greatest entry, so break even, I'm fine with that. And then kind of chopped around. And then this last one, ideally, if I had big balls, short here, stop up here for a better entry would have been good. Because it kind of, where is it? So this move up was kind of meh. volume right here, and it's below S4 and yesterday's low. So I figured, and this volume was pretty small on this move right here. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna take out a new 1 minute low. It's crossing the moving averages. It's holding below the 50 moving average. So I'm in. Stop up here. New 1 minute low. A little bit late of an entry. I think I wanted it at like 362. I think I got it at like 361.94 ish. But yeah, a little late. A few cents off. Doesn't really make a difference. But immediately worked and didn't really ever come back and retest my entry point. It did this little consolidation here, but again, this 360 level, huge bid on the level 2 in bookmap, so I figured I'm just gonna hold it. Once it got down here, I was at break even. So if it came back up, I'm out. And we got this nice move down. Volume came in. And if you look across, if we look across, this, I think this was 2 days ago low. It bounced off of here and here. Coincided with my 2R. So this late in the day, this many trades, I'll just take it off at 2R. So I did. I got my 2R. But if I held, it went to 3 and I think maybe 4. I don't know if it got to 4 actually. But yeah, it worked. But I should have just held. The only reason why I didn't hold is because of the day I had. Just a lot of trades, a lot of break-even moves. So that's why I took it off. But it worked out. Overall, a very tough day. I had some good ideas that I didn't take. Had some trades I probably shouldn't have taken. A little impatient. And yeah, not terrible, not the best.